Hey guys, welcome back to the video. So it's official, Daredevil is finally getting his own show on Disney Plus now. It's going to be somewhat of a continuation of the last show. So in this video, I'll be getting into all the details that you need to know, as well as my thoughts on it. Before we get into these, and you're new, make sure to hit that subscribe button to the video so you don't basically tell me the video or go live. Both always more time. Let's get into it. So you guys heard that right. It's official. Daredevil is finally coming to Disney Plus. It's going to be a Disney Plus original series, and the writers are going to be Matt Corman and Chris Ord. They're set to write the entire series, and their credits really do scare me. But before we get into that, I do want to let you guys know that it seems like almost all of the main cast is returning. We don't know any villain details or anything like that, but it's seeming to look like Kingpin will be returning, as he will probably come back in Echo, and then Echo will be leading directly into Daredevil. It's been rumored for a while now that Echo, that's going to be coming out sometime next year, is probably going to be more like a Daredevil season 3.5 to lead directly into Daredevil season 4. We also know that Daredevil will probably be making some sort of appearance in the upcoming She-Hulk show, which comes out August 17th, if I'm not mistaken. And so it'll be exciting to see how Daredevil is slowly integrated in the MCU, since we obviously already saw him in Spider-Man No Way Home. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So I'm excited for this show, but my biggest issue just comes in the fact that it's probably gonna be another 6-part series from Marvel, and it's not gonna properly represent this character that we've already seen 3 whole seasons of. And again, that's my biggest fear. It's not gonna live up to what it was before, and that really just sucks so much, because we've already had so much greatness from this character. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest, I don't expect this show to even be near the level of what we got on Netflix, but I hope it can at least come a little bit close. I just have a lot of heavy doubts about it. Number one, I feel like they should have gotten the writers from Echo, since Echo is seeming to be a Daredevil season 3.5. But on top of that, these writer credits that these current writers have aren't anything spectacular, and this will probably be their first big credit thing. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they can cook up. But again, I'm excited, but I'm cautiously excited. The writers that we have right now, Matt Corman and Chris Ord, they don't seem like they've done or had any credits and stuff that's kind of more like Daredevil, some Daredevil style stuff. But other than that, we don't know much about their track record with this style of show, and I don't really know how well it's going to go. And again, another big issue I'm going to have with this show is if they do that 6-part event thing. If they do that, I will probably boycott this thing. I'm kidding. I probably won't boycott it, but I'll be very, very mad. Like, it'll genuinely be like that last straw for Marvel, because a lot of these 6-part series, it works for a lot of them. For example, WandaVision 9 episodes was great. She-Hulk 9 episodes, I think it'll be great. Falcon and Winter Soldier works with 6 episodes. Loki works with 6 episodes. I think Moon Knight should have been another 2 or at least 3 episodes that were the same length, but I hope they just don't do Daredevil 9 30-minute episodes or 6 1-hour episodes. Like, that would be very, very lame. And this character of Daredevil just takes so much time for us to, I guess, understand this character and kind of get this brutal feeling in the ideals that he has. Like, to completely understand this character, we need a lot of time. Every single season of Daredevil on Netflix gave us growth and gave us something new for the character. It wasn't that, okay, every season his character completely changed, but there was some arc that needed 13 episodes. Now, I think that, for example, season 2 could have been cut down to 11, maybe season 1 as well, but season 3 needed that 13 episode run, and I think it worked. Some episodes were literally an hour plus, and it worked so well. I don't think Disney Plus is going to do that, though. Now, what does this mean for the whole brutality aspect of Daredevil? I still think, and I have hope, that they're going to keep it TVMA. I think that's what the rating is for the mature shows. I think they'll keep it like that. And the reason I think so, because when Netflix lost the rights to all of these Marvel Disney Plus characters, or the Marvel Netflix characters like Daredevil, Luke Cage, all those characters, when they were moved over to Disney Plus, they added parental controls. And it also looks like there's going to be a few more rated R movies or rated MA things going on to Disney Plus with that barrier there. And so I think they'll be able to implement it, but at the same time, they still won't be able to market it and kind of get it to as many people as possible. But I think the show itself will be so good if it is rated TVMA that it'll make up for that small subgroup of people that can't watch it. But from a business standpoint, I do understand it, because it has to fit into the regular MCU. If we see Daredevil brutally killing in this Marvel Disney Plus TV show, but then when he's in the movies and stuff like that, we don't really see him go off as much, that wouldn't really make sense. But personally, I need it to be TVMA or I will be mad. I think they can push the lines. I think Moon Knight did a decent job at it. I think Moon Knight could have gone just a little bit further. I wish it went a little bit further with the rating and kind of pushing the boundaries of what PG-13 could do. But we've seen with movies kind of like the Batman, that where we can kind of really push the boundaries, and it can really work, in my opinion. I think they can pull this off, but it's going to take a change in the formula. And I don't think that the movies necessarily have a formula. That's not really what I'm worried about. I don't think every MCU movie is the same, but I do think the shows follow a formula where they have a really, really great start, and then towards the end, it really just hits a plateau and then a decline. And I think it's due to that 6-hour total runtime that they put on the shows, whether it's the 9 30-minute episodes or the 6 1-hour episodes. In my opinion, if they don't change this MCU TV show formula for Daredevil, it's going to end up like the rest of the shows. The only way to really make this show stand out, in my opinion, is number one, give it that 13 or 11 to 13 episode time. And on top of that, don't make every episode 30 minutes. And on top of that, if you want to put a little extra icing on the cake, make it TVMA. I don't think TVMA is 100% necessary, but I'd really, really love that. I mentioned this a little bit earlier, but it does look like this show is going to be a continuation of the Netflix show, but it's going to be a new story. So it looks like all the stuff in the past is going to happen. And so it looks like they're going to be continuing some stories, but I guess some stories they won't. It'll probably like kind of leave off where the friend group was, where Matt, Foggy, and Karen were at the end of season 3 and stuff like that, kind of the state that New York was in at that time. I don't necessarily know when the show is going to take place, what's going to happen in She-Hulk and Echo to set Matt up for season 4 of Daredevil. I don't know what the continuity of this story is really going to be. So that's kind of why I'm worried as well, is what direction are they going to take the story in? And how are they going to really pull this show off because of all the continuity stuff, his past appearances, how he's going to be a big part of Echo and stuff like that? And how is this going to affect this heartfelt and really sad and depressed character that we have in the Daredevil Netflix show? Yeah, guys, those are all my thoughts on Daredevil coming back to Disney Plus and the MCU. Let me know what you guys think of this in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.